Welcome to the referee's corner. We're going to start with Orlando Pirates and Chippa. Asambe nwana sesi ukoril. Bangwane bari offside, bangwane bari offside. Asambe siyobona ke. What does the law says in terms of offside? It says a player is offside when he's nearer to his opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent. Hasibone Mahupa ke, he's behind the ball. As you can see, he's behind the ball. You cannot be offside if you are behind the ball. Therefore, correct decision by the assistant referee not to flag for offside because Ayiko offside and goal is given. Look at a cross there and then Mahupa scoring good goal. He's Shilo Shakusaseka. Asambeni kesi yaku Lumumba there. Durban City is crying that they were supposed to have got a penalty. Is their cry correct? Let's have a look at China. They're holding Lumumba there. This holding inside the penalty area. You can see the referee in close proximity. There's holding offense happening there. So when holding offense happen inside the penalty area, let's go and have a look. So look, preventer to go to an advantageous position. A holding offense has been committed. Penalty should have been awarded. It was not given as just a second. Let's go to the next one. Mbokazi kick a ball. Is kicking an offense? When you kick the ball, the answer is no. But let's go and have a look because the way Mbokazi kicked the ball, if you look at the potteries, and the shot, Mark was very powerful because Mark and Mbokazi with their potteries, look at it there. Look at the shot. What does it do to Kamatuka? It hits the head and causes what we call concussion. Concussion is a shift of brain, a smaller shift. Some substitute. So this is what happened there to the shot. Mbokazi never committed an offense. No offense has been committed. Hana Mulatu, but Mulatu nale ball that he kicked to go to the head and then causes concussion. Mulatu way.
Because Jelly Chaban urevile foul, yena ball after.
Tina will focus on the kick. The kick caused concussion, and then concussion. Okay. Now there's no offense committed. Then now he has to be taken. The news coming from Durban is that the player is stable and is in good condition. So we are happy about that. We are happy with Mbokazi never committed any offense. Let's go to the last one. Kaizer Chiefs. Zamalek complained. There is a penalty or there's a goal disallowed. But before we go there, let's go to law. The law says a goal is scored when the whole of the ball crosses over the goal line between the upright post beneath the crossbar, provided no offense has been committed by the team scoring a goal. What is this? That's a push. So when you push an opponent from behind, fall, an offense which is pushing an opponent, let's look at it, pushing an opponent from behind, an offense has been committed, referee in close proximity blew the whistle for a push. So correct this by the referee to blow for a push.
What I can tell you,
there's no push.
He's a lucky boy. He's
Let's not make sure.
What causes him to fall?
Not make sure that.
What causes him to fall?
But
is when he tries to hit.
We're gonna take a break or we come back. Hey, I back my man, and that is my boy. I back you.
Okay.
It's a push. We're gonna push off to the ad break. Absolutely love that. I mean, it speaks about the possibility. No more gupi, no more ubani. It is possible. Uthi ngayibona usendaweni efika nalezana. Bonke laba behleli phansi bethi hayi ucoach wenzani bayizwile namhlanje lento ukuthi kuba umqeqeshi akuyona into elula. So there you have it. Top 3 coaches and the finalists have been chosen. Next week here on Soccer Zone, we'll be announcing the ultimate champion coach as well as the final Carling All-Stars team that will be playing in the Carling Black Label Cup at Moses Peter Stadium in 13 December. Champion fans, ufake igoli uzobona, you still stand a chance ukuthi ungawina ke. Eyokugcina ke manje in 90,000 kuyona i-tournament lena ke. Ukuthi khona umdlalo oseza, but all you have to do is simply predict when the first goal of the Carling knockout final will be scored and by which team. To enter, dial *120 *660# and follow the prompt. Or you can visit www.carlingblackLabelCup.co.za. T's and C's and standard rates, they always apply. I'm going to be here alongside with Dr. Khumalo. Walter Steenbok is also going to be joining me for that one. There, Darren Buckley is going to be with me there. A man, of course, that knows this squad all too well. Dr. Khumalo, who played in this national team and knows what goes to the World Cup looks like. And Aaron Mokoena, who's going to be the ambassador, is SABC's very own, so you can catch him during some of these games as well. But Friday, 6 o'clock, make sure that you do join us here on SABC Sports and SABC3 as we build up to the draw. Then show you the draw, the entire thing, live. Okay, that's going to be an international tournament. That's going to be one not to miss. Speaking of international tournaments, well, let's go and take a look at CAF. 2 South African teams were playing away, right? One was here at home, but all of them coming back with the same result, a draw.
The biggest surprise for me is the experience of Tunisia to draw away in Estia and Petrol Atlantic. For me, that was a big result. I believe Petro was supposed to win that one because they scored early, they scored first. But of course, this experience of Tunisia shows that they will come back, obviously.
Yeah, certainly. I think Pyramids getting a win away from home show that they are still the defending champions and will be a contender this season as well.
Good results for Mamelodi Sundowns because Esto Lupopo and Al Hilal, they managed to share spoiled. That tells you that Mamelodi Sundowns is in a good position.
Yeah. Certainly great position there for Mamelodi Sundowns. When you go to the CAF Confederations Cup, Stellies are gutted. I think Coach Steve Parker has lamented the fact that the officiating is not happy with.
Yeah.
That seems to be the story of the CAF competitions this weekend. Teams not happy with the officiating because Esperance have lodged a complaint. Zamalek, who drew against Kaizer Chiefs, have lodged a complaint. So that's a major talking point this week in CAF.
Yeah, there's a good result. That's the table that I spoke about in the beginning, that, you know, when you win your home games and you don't lose away, that gives you the 4 points that you see Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Hilal are in. But of course, you'll have to maximize when you get your home matches.
2 points per game secures you passage through to the next phase. So far, Stellenbosch and Mamelodi Sundowns on 2 points per game with their 4 points, but Kaizer Chiefs are behind the pace. They need to play catch up in their group, having lost to both Egyptian sides. They'll have to capitalize against Zesco, but that only takes place next year, I should say.
And that break, for sure, it will give some teams a good preparation because they know what's coming. And I hope Kaizer Chiefs will bounce back from that because, you know, they will need more South African teams to come out of the group.
I think it's going to be very interesting still. A lot of interesting times, especially from a South African perspective. Kaizer Chiefs have given themselves a lot of work to do, but, you know, they've put in some gutsy performances thus far.
Well, that's it as far as the Confederations Cup. Remember, the SABC Sport gave you every single one of these 3 matches that you watched over the weekend. So CAF football beat the Champions League, the Confederations Cup, the Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations, the women's football. We give it to you here on SABC Sport. The other thing we give you is we make sure that we give you what is and what isn't. And once he's said it, the principle that is, there's no doubting. Here's a referee's corner.